welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Stacy Sunshine. Today I'm going to be showing you how I created my accent wall in my studio. If you're following my Instagram, you know that I recently moved and I've just been trying to make this space my own. Funny enough, here's a picture of a sketch that I had for myself. I want to say like a year or two ago, where I was like, if I was to create the ideal studio space, this is what it would look like. And I kind of sketched it out, and I didn't know how it was gonna happen, when it was gonna happen, but here I am, I want to say 2 years later, actually bringing it to life. So don't forget to write down your goals, continue to like push, like you can make those dreams a reality. Here I was dreaming on paper, and here I am actually living the reality. So that was just a by the way kind of side talk. For the wall, when I initially came in here, this room was a baby blue. I knew for a fact that I wanted to change that into a white room. I wanted something that I can kind of have a blank canvas, and also I know that white opens up a room, so I wanted that openness, I wanted that feel. I initially wanted to do some wall panels, crown molding on it, but I feel like that's a trend right now and it may not necessarily always be timeless. So I opted out for just plain square panels, and they were also cheaper to create my DIY walls. I'm gonna share the link below of where I got these panels from. They were custom, so I chose the size that I wanted it in. The panels that I ordered, they came for shipping purposes. They came in like L shaped. They look like this. And so what I had to do was glue them at the corners, make sure that they hold before actually putting it on the wall. I hope that illustration made sense to you. So I got some E600, I don't know what it's called, 6000. It's some kind of glue that can glue anything, and I basically glued the sides, the corners together. This process, I want to say, took me about an hour and a half to just glue a total of 8 panels together, because I have 4 big ones at the top and then I have small little ones. That took a day to dry, and it was actually a weekend and I had guests over, so I let it dry Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but by Saturday, just one day, it was completely dry. So what I did was I tried to position them on the wall to see where they would go. I started out by first using push pins to hold them up. That didn't seem to work. So what I did was I put tape, I rolled up tape on the back and then just put them on the 4 corners and stuck them to the wall. In order to make sure that they were equal spaces apart, I measured it from point A to point B and tried to mimic that all throughout. I had to do like a lot of calculations, but a lot of it was just stepping back, looking at it, and then stepping back forward to like adjust it. So once I figured out where I wanted each of the panels to go and they looked straight enough, I took them down. The previous owners of the house had holes in the wall, so I went ahead and filled in the holes, and then I sanded the wall to make sure that they were completely clean. So once that was done, I went ahead with the glue all around the back. Even before that, I had outlined where each of them were gonna go with like a pen. Then I took them down and went on the back with glue, and then I posted them on the wall. Then I held them up with tape. What I realized was that once I put the glue onto the wall, because it was like a vertical surface, it started to slide down. So I needed something to hold them in place so that they would dry straight. So once it was done and it was completely dry, I took down the tape, and when the tape was off, that's when we hired professionals to come and paint it. So once it was completely dry and done, there was no shifting, it was dried in place. This is what it looked like. So I already had like a setup to do my stuff for work. And so I pushed everything to the middle of the room, and then I covered it with a sheet. Stuff still got dusty. So here's what it looks like when it was all done. And I put a little tree for good measure. If you know me, you know I love trees. My husband thinks I am going to have a jungle in here one day. But that's what that looks like. I am completely pleased with the results. I actually loved how it turned out. There are some imperfections if you care to like notice, and that's how I did my DIY accent wall. If you guys want to see like a full video on what my studio looks like now, I would be more than happy to give you that tour. So all in all, this was like a very cost-effective way for me to upgrade my office without necessarily breaking the bank. I did get a professional to come look at this and quote me on on how much it was going to come up to, and they quoted me like $2,000. Didn't include paint, didn't include the panels, and I was like, I want a nice office, but it is just not that serious. And so I was able to get the panels, get the glue, get the paint, and get it professionally painted for a little under $800. And it seems like a lot, but I got kind of a complete room makeover without necessarily those high quotes that I was receiving. It was a nice little project that I tackled. I'm pleased with the results, and I would love to know your thoughts in the comment section. Last but not the least, please, if you are new to my channel, if you haven't subscribed, because what I realized is that about 90% of the people that are watching my video are not subscribed. Those views, those subscriptions, they all matter for us that try to create content on here. So if you are not subscribed, I am please asking that you subscribe to my channel. If you've just been watching this for a while, just double check to see if you're subscribed. Again, I appreciate all the support. I appreciate you being here, and until next time, take care. Bye.